Yeah, that's it. Listen subject that today I thought go over the the liberated palm. That part of the for analysis maybe more clear. Not much brief, so. So the four vital points of analysis. So the first one, the cutting everything, the vital point of the recognizing the object to be reputed. Object to be reputed or reputation.
Either object of reputation, object to be refuted. Negation.
Huh?
Object and negation.
Yeah, or negation, yeah. So, is referred to Bodhicharyavatara. How do you translate? Tabe ngola marepa.
By not recognizing.
Ti ngome dimai.
By not contacting the thing that is imputed, then you cannot recognize how it's not existent.
So, so without so without recognizing the thing that you examine, so without recognizing that, then you see you cannot realize non-true existence. So the commentary says, if you don't recognize what is negated, the self that doesn't exist, if you don't recognize that, then you don't recognize the mega. You don't recognize the
negation.
Non-affirming negation. The object refuted, that which doesn't exist. You don't recognize that. For example, without without seeing the target, then arrow doesn't hit on that. Without seeing the target, without recognizing who the thief, then you can't grab. You know, if you don't recognize who is thief, then you can't grab the thief.
Megak or Megak?
Mega.
Megak, yeah.
So you need to recognize the self, that which is to be realized, that empty, that's non-existent. So you have to recognize non-truly existent, what means true, the definition of true. Non-truly existent, what means the non-truly existent, what means the meaning of true. Then not existing by nature. So that's natural. You have to recognize. Yeah, do not exist from its own side. So you have to recognize from its own side what it means. Then we went through the quotation before. She gave it to a commentary of the Gesture, which is, I think, commentary of the 400 stanza by Ayadeva. Tela Dagje Chawani, Kanshungabunamji, Shenla Ra Maribi, Murang Sinte, Temeben, Dameba was. Tela Dagje Chawani, what's called self. That means, you see, we talked before, the self which is to be realized, empty soul, that's the self. Kanshungabunam Yishenla Rama Libi. Any of the phenomena, Shenla Malabi, more Ranshinte, nature, essence, nature, which do not depend on others. So, Temeba and Damebo, not existing that is the Dameba, no self. Dame. So that's the quotation. Says another, that the Phabongkha says, without depend on other conditions, exists from its own side. So without depend on others, same. Without depend on others, existing by its own essence. Rama, rangi ngoni ji tukto wala saras. Dela tsiki shem tam jini, just what alone explaining. When you debate, you just able to stop the other person's reply. You can do that, but if you don't realize it from your heart, from your experience, then you don't recognize the kakcha, the object to be refuted. For example, the way of answering, because thieves are human beings. Because thieves are human beings. And wearing a white cloth. So that becomes just general, you know. So they come to say. So by saying something like that, but from that you can just from that you can't recognize it with exact thief. That general explanation, from that you can really recognize who is a thief. So not just what explained by others, means I think it's general meaning, general word, not just in sound. By examining in view of one's mind, you have to have a very clear genjis, nyamnyam genjis.
Nakedly.
Huh? Yeah, naked, yeah. Experience. Nyamnyam genjis. Raw experience. You need to have a raw experience. Uncooked. Uncooked experience. Okay. So if you don't recognize the kakcha of that, if you don't recognize, even you use demen to even you use many logic proving justifying or proving that is non-true existence, you know. But there's danger. There's danger becomes nihilism, destroying the dependent arising. There's danger. I already explained quite some time ago. Remember that about first this example, the vase, the tiny level of vase, you keep it in my heart. The level of vase, you know, you keep that in your heart. As the main one, I think. Then, so permit women, the vase, this chu, what's it called? Chu. The hanging. Spout. Yeah, spout or vase is not a vase. Very sharp.
Bottom part.
Bottom.
Space, yeah.
No, bottom part, no, not the space. you know, the bottom like this, bottom like that. That,
Belly.
no,
Maybe the dojo.
bottom.
It's like the
No, after,
underneath that holds
down below the belly.
Base.
base,
Huh?
The
Base.
base of the wall.
Base, yeah. Base of the vase is not vase. So forth. Then you cut Pumechar silver, taros, silver. You clarify, I think.
It's dispelling.
Yeah, no. You clarify. You clarify each part of the vase.
Distinguish.
Yeah, distinguish.
Pao, Sala, Sel.
Yeah, Papasaku, Sela, Sil,
Kigu.
Kigu.
Sil.
Or you distinguish.
Clearing away.
Yeah.
No, clearing away. Like you get rid of everything, and there's nothing left.
Yeah. Yeah, clearing away. Clearing away each part of the vase. At the end, you cannot find the vase.
You distinguish each part of the vase.
You cannot find the vase. Just merely that, understood as the emptiness. So that you understand the emptiness, and you fermented on that, and then it says, it's very important to understand everybody. So important, but many people make the mistakes. So I'll tell the story, which I told before. 동시 디등도 가짜디 내주 고세베 남의 매베 분명히 창의 신에 장매기 동마시로왔던 동시 디등도 you see the 동시 all the pieces of the vase put together, you know. So that dongxi, basis to be empty, basis to be realized empty. On this, gaja didn't goes, object representation, such object representation, so to be realized empty, to be negative, you see. There's no such thing on the basis. Permitting sickness, you destroy the sickness with sickness.
Just destroy.
You make the house. The Kamboja, the Kamboja, Nejamashik. The Kata, the Buddha Rakare, to get to know what is Kamboja, the Yamasi Shigrava, Shikwa.
Shiba, yeah, it's like annihilate, Brish like that word before. Destroy.
Disintegrate, destroy, demolish.
Demolish.
Disintegrate, demolish. Demolish the vase level, the vase. Demolish that. Then, then your meditation, you see, what becomes in the emptiness, even the middle level, what exists at the middle level was, but even non-existence of that. Tangmiki, tongba. So total non, total non-existent. Even the middle-level bars, what to make it clear, what exists in middle-level bars, but even it's not there. So then it becomes too much. Over-empty. So not emptiness of not emptiness of the not emptiness of the emptiness of the eternalism and nihilism. Not that nihilism. You see? So not that. So what exists in the mere name. I mean the whole samsara, nirvana, the enlightenment hell. The whole thing, the happiness, the whole thing, eye, action, object, everything is working in the mere name, in the mere name. They're working, everything is the mere name. But so then over empty, because of even the mere exists, vast exists in mere name, even not that. So tongba shua. So
Destroying, demolishing the terminology. Demolishing even the mere name.
Demolishing, the other word? Disintegrating or demolishing? Demolishing. Oh, the level of vast, demolishing, disengaging. So then is the over empty. I mean, beyond for that, the vast excess in many is not that. Beyond from that. So logic tongbe khosache. So big mistake is big mistake. A wrong meditation. Big mistake. Logic tongbe khosache. The empty, that is met by the mind. Logic tongbe. Oh. So your mind made it empty. Logic tongbe khosachi. So there. So I tell he's known. He's known in the case, is our FPMT teacher. So I was discussing that, you see. So they just looking for the vast, you see, like the just vast. Not true it's vast, but just vast. This is not bad, this is not bad, this is... That's as a chicken, Java. Chicken the castle, alternative. The chicken, that becomes chicken. Oh yeah. Oh, that, he says, oh, that's very common. That's normal, that's very common. That's Java. Ching the ultimate, emptiness. He said, oh, that's very common. That's no. Then I said, yeah, but I want to see the text. But I want to see the text. It says that. I want to see the text. But because you see, even though the short meditation for vital on the point of analysis, recognize the gakcha, the object comes first, so you don't make mistakes. Meditation on emptiness. That's why it comes first. Otherwise, why it come first? I mean, the Lama Tsongkhapa in Lamjima, besides the Kamajima, I mean, in Lamjima, so much that, some of the logic they prove that's wrong. I thought, then this, where the vase, without the kakcha, without realizing kakcha, then object was there. The truly is the vase, not just mere vase, just vase. So, yeah, this Lama Tsongkhapa said, you check where it's that, then at the end, you couldn't recognize the recognize this vase, there's nothing to particular to recognize. You're falling, you're falling nihilism. You fell nihilism, destroying the dependent arising, destroying tendil shibi, chetalung. You fell nihilism, destroying the dependent arising. Oh, now that gacha, so that's due to not differentiate between appearance and gacha object repetition. I think it's dental, I think. So, yeah, so the Geshe says, oh, that's very common. But then this quotation, then either this quotation is wrong, or Lama Tsongkhapa says wrong, then it becomes wrong if the Geshe is true. That's very common thing. But so he's going to look at the text. So tomorrow lunchtime, then he says he couldn't find. That he cannot find text. So there was quite a fun. But I think it's very common. I think it's many cases. They might think that way of meditating, and that way of meditating is meditating on emptiness. I think that many cases might say that, very common, and that is analyzing emptiness. So that's following nihilism. That's one. That point is very important. Otherwise, you're doing wrong meditation. You think you're meditating on whole life in emptiness, but it's wrong meditation. Meditate on nihilism. You see, you're meditating on nihilism. You think it's meditating on emptiness, but it's nihilism. So many people do that. But I really very strongly think you have to analyze Zen meditation. All that could be like that. Yeah, whole life. So that's why I say, in Taiwan, I met one young monk. He is a teacher who accepts only one disciple. So then he tried to meditate because he's the only one. young, just vintage. So, but it's meditation. It's nothing exists. So nothing exists. Now, how you go to make food in the kitchen to get food? Then how you go to toilet? How you discriminate? Then you can discriminate. You can either you discriminate everything in the toilet, wherever you go to the toilet, wherever you go to the kitchen, wherever you go to get food, wherever you go to the toilet, where you disposal food, what do you eat? It's really funny, really funny.
Might start eating.
Huh?
They might start eating the caca.
Some people might think it's better than ice cream. Better than ice cream. Well, dogs will enjoy so much. I don't know what even the ice cream is better or caca is better. We had 14 dogs at Dishida. One time. That time, people were doing hike with a Hiruga retreat. Hiruga retreat. Anybody there for Hiruga retreat? Dishida? Doing Hiruga retreat at Dishida? Huh? Yeah. Hiruga retreat. I think Hiruga retreat. I think they did also go so much. I think I saw a group, so 14 dogs. They were kept near the kitchen, near our kitchen, on the roof. I put pictures where they climbed the step to go down. So I put dead Buddha's picture there, so they're hoping that they can see when they come down the altar. So they at 12 o'clock, you let them go, you release them, give them holiday. Then when you open the door, they come down. Immediately they go to the, I don't know where they're going. There's some place where they can go, not in the house, the toilet, which is in the house. I don't know where they're going. They immediately run, go to the toilet, I don't know where the toilet is. They go immediately run. Then after half hour or 15 minutes or something, then they all come back with caca smell. all kind of like enjoy so much with the caca smell. I don't know where they're going. Somewhere there, I think, maybe toilet which is not door. So they just run through immediately for that. Then they come back. Oh, every day. So for them it's most important to get caca. So, but once you open, run for that. Then they come back after, I don't know, 10 minutes. Oh, smell. Then I had to ask the Lama, what about giving the dogs to the people? So, no, I love my dogs. Lama says, I love my dogs. Lama does. And one dog I gave to, I met told me, lady, I don't know how she heard. I think she came to Dharamsala, maybe she has a dog, I'm not sure. She asked, I don't remember seeing her or not. She worked for embassy in Delhi. I don't know, American or English, in London. So I gave the dog, and I said, of course I don't sell the dog, but you see, in place of that, I asked her to recite foundation good quality Lamrim prayer to the dog every day. I don't think she's particular I think she's very sincere woman, very compassionate, very sincere woman. But I don't think she's involved in practice. I don't think. I don't know whether even she's a Buddhist. So she took it, and she recited foundational quality every day to the dog. Every day. Every day. And maybe with that mantra, the foundational good quality is the main one. She did every day. So one day, her gate is opened. It was opened one day, so I think normally closed, but one day the dog ran, so lost the dog. So she didn't ask, but I heard that, what's what happened. So maybe I was supposed to give one dog to her, another dog. But she's great. Wow, she's so sincere. Well, so I should have given a dog, so she would take her the same. But so I became lazy, it didn't happen. So that's a great loss for the dog, benefit to the dog. So just give food and shelter, that's everything. That's, that doesn't save from the Lord with the time. So need to save the life to forever. I mean, to achieve enlightenment. Not only to free from samsara, but even to achieve enlightenment. So, residing foundation good quality, they have to do that. So that was bad myself, terrible. That I should even tell the dog to her, but she said, incredible. Every day she said, wow, amazing. Okay, so about dog finish. So now here you can see many people, Buddhists, even Buddhists, many people, then they didn't know how to meditate. Then whole life meditate. Nihilism, believing meditate only emptiness. Oh, that's great danger. If you don't know, wow. So if you don't listen to teachings, if you don't study well, the correct teachings, the most correct teachings. So anything in the book, there's so many. You have to. Not easy. So I mean, people who are most fortunate, they find the correct way to meditate. They can meditate correctly. They can correctly understand. But people don't much merit, then don't understand the whole life. So that's what happens. It depends you are married. Married is that. People think, oh, you're criticizing, oh, you're bad. But when you go in the shop, you analyze what you buy before you buy. You analyze what is better quality. You buy the best you can afford. Yeah, even food, better. Even for lunch, you buy better. Yeah, healthy one. Yeah. So why not for meditation? You choose better. Even for one lunch, you buy the better one. So, meditation for whole life, of course. It is better, best. Now you understand, yeah? Kids ask, but not analyzing the subject. So, see? So, You're gonna eat miscellaneous things. Even for lunch, we have to choose the correct food, better one, better food we buy. Or they even clothing, say, what do you buy? Oh, it's something which is not false. Better quality, what you can afford. Whatever you can afford, so you buy better one. So that you see, even the miscellaneous things. So another meditation. Meditation, you don't take then you just for lunch, you check so much. Yeah. So, okay, that's gone. That's finished. So now it says, yeah, it seems that there are many geshes, maybe think like that somehow. I don't know why. It's so clear in the text. Of course, they started to read. Of course. But I think, I don't know what, I don't know. I don't know every geshe, but I think it's a sort of common, I think. Yeah, so... Therefore, when we are seeking gaksha, object to be reputed, you have to search, look for. The I believed existing by nature. The object of the simultaneous born Nanjing, the concept holding the I. Lo Hanje la ngai nang zo da zinzu chida du nyam takwana. When you examine the simultaneous born thought, how does the I appear to that mind, to the concept, and how does the concept hold I? On the again. Not mere level about the mind. From above the aggregate, I existing. From there, that thought is that. Even at least, even the ants, even down with them, even the tiny ants, even they have in the mind mental quality known, even in the dream. even in the dreams. Do the ants get dream?
I don't know. Probably.
It says Google. Is it Google? The ant sleeps many times. Sleeps because a few seconds.
A minute or two, many times a day.
They sleep a minute or half.
So a minute and a half to 2 minutes.
Yeah, they sleep all the time.
Very often.
Very often, yeah. 1 minute or half minute, they sleep. So they dream all the time. Dogs have dreams, you know. They're sleeping, their legs are running. Yeah, dogs have lots of dreams. So, goats are sleeping, they would dream, of course. Even the ants, even the mosquitoes. Maybe they dream a lot of blood. Even the ant, you see, in the mental gulas, even in the dream, in the mind, in the heart, you see, even in the heart, you see, in the lupus, even the dream, you see, on the heart, in the heart, you see. Oh, there's the ngandil hindi. There's the simultaneous born concept of holding eye. On the hindi. Jina, she can't get into nga she zimizumlets. Generally, at the base, or living being, kansa.
Person.
But you don't say person to the animals.
Well,
Being.
it's
The
usually translated
being is
as
better.
person.
Being is better, because a person, you see, you don't say ants person. So it's better to say being, living being. No, but I understand what you're saying, but this is not only talking human being, but this, if you say only, but then only, but then you're not, So this is all living being. Living being, on the basis of a living being, there are three ways of apprehending, or there are three ways of holding. I. Three. One Italian man, some time ago, maybe 1 month ago, one Italian man, Lama saying, what did he say? He watched my teaching, then he thought, he must be new student, new admin, one Italian. So he watched my teaching, then he thought, maybe I was drunk. Yes, I'm worse than drunk. I'm worse than, you are just drunk, but I'm worse than drunk. Okay. Okay, we'll go a little bit. Zinzu sumles, nashibi, zinzu sumles, there are three verbs holding the eye. Shikansa tendu on the living being. Living beings who has realized Tawa, the right view of emptiness. So they on the basal level, on the base of the level, I see, so mere level by the concept. I mere leveled by the concept. So that's and damage the chain, non-dramatic dance. Holding the eye, pacifying,
characterized by being
non-true existence. Characterized pacified. Pacified?
Characterize.
Classified.
No, not classify. Characterize.
Holding the eye by characterized non-true existence. Then second, so the undeveloped ordinary beings whose mental kundam is not
affected by tenets.
Not affected. I was saying not converted. Not converted or not
Influenced.
not influenced. Mixed, not mixed, unmixed.
Tainted one.
Tainted.
Like a stain. Tainted is like a stain.
Yeah. Oh, unmixed or the
Tenets.
huh?
Tenets.
No. A slime thinking about the liver.
Not in the tenets.
So when we talk about these numbers, when we talk Buddha nature, then the mind is not Jumalipa. Yeah.
It's not tainted, it's not polluted.
Huh?
Not polluted.
Huh? Yeah, polluted. Not polluted. Yeah, by anger, by ignorance, attachment, by delusion, but temporarily obscured. So not affected. Yeah, not affected. Not polluted. Not polluted. Not contaminated. Huh? Huh? Not contaminated. And the mental continuum by the doctrine.
Tenets.
By tenets. Or the tenet and doctrine.
The doctrine is like the
Teaching.
tempa, the teaching, yeah. The tenets is the
Dukta. Dukta teaching.
By tenets. By wrong tenets. So undeveloped beings whose mental condition are undirected by tenets and the way they hold the eye, not pacified by whether it exists by nature or whether it doesn't exist by nature, not pacified.
Not characterized.
Not characterized. Not characterized. So the way we're holding the eye. So nothing particular exists by nature or not exists by nature. Let's see. So that means those, but maybe, having studied not studied and I've studied on the emptiness, So where we hold those people where their mind holding the eye. Then the other one, Rangshiki Tibet Keba the Chene. So the other one is by characterized that the eye is existing by nature. So there are three different ways of holding the eye. So from those three, the second one, is ngai tanya job lot samai. Second one, the putting the level of the eye. That thought is world mind. Object of that mind, mere eye is in the label, The mere I is existing in the label. That is the object of karma, the action result. That is the so that is the way karma, depends. That which creates karma, or that somebody nimbe jungju tushi nganding. So the lending so that which creates karma, that which brings karma, or that is the mere I. The third one, Nyembe Jungju Chuchi Nganji. Third one is the hallucinated mind. Hallucinated mind holding the I. That which is destroyed, that which is to be destroyed by the remedy, the wisdom realizing I. Di nambe yu ribikatin, di nambe yu ribikatin. So the object of this thought, object of this aspect, it says, di nambe yu ribikatin. So this is the character object to be repeated by the reasoning. Senjiga nangdu ti jesu dāne nē se nyeba to te ngā shenpa yis. The senjiga nangdu the web appearing, the sometimes born concept. By falling to that, then, I've eaten food, or this and that, so then that is that means holding the I. Grasping the I, holding the I. Mada be le, tak, mada be le, tak. Mada be le, tak. Ngatam te tsimbarchine ngatu, ngadu 런데지 자체버디 민간 따위 때문에 자체 대비 주의 맞아 별로 딱 나tam 대 쯤버지네 나도 so while the mind do not examine so just label the mere I, satisfied with that mere I, then say I'm going, I'm sitting, so. Then during those activities, so merely labeled, the only name. So then anyway, that means the I also merely labeled. Then the activities I I eat, I sit, I talk, I practice, this and that, I event happiness, all mirror leveled. Everything mirror leveled. Yeah. So Timbachene, Matamde Timbachene. So mirror leveled, then satisfied with that. Then yeah. Oh, that's then the 자체태배 주의 so the activities are 제바보 자와 the other middle level is it? So yeah, that's enough. So that's right, you know. The middle level subject, middle level object, middle level action. So 현재라 나의 나중에 좋다면서 나의 단위 적으로랑 용. To the simultaneous born concept, part of the way that I appear, the concept, imputing the label I, also it has. 원장 대라 생계는 낭도 지다와신 율랑 현다 먼저봐 사불 미차베 나랑 신기 두두 주에 낭조당 나의 낭조니 서서 제시고서 원장 대라 현재는 나도 지다와신 the concept holding the eye, but the concept holding the eye. Just like the eye appear to the simultaneous born mind. Like that, the eye doesn't appear clearly without mixed appearance of object with others. So therefore, one need to know the way the eye appearing, you see, existing by nature, you know, from its own side, by its power, from its own side. And that and the appearance of the eye, that and then that and the appearance of the eye, the way the eye appears. So those two things, the eye appearing, existing by nature, with its own power, is to 좋아. 좋다. then eye 나도 나의 나중에 서서 the way the eye appear. So these two things, these two appearances, one need to differentiate separately. These two appearance. The general eye, where the eye appear, where the eye appear, that, and then other one where the eye appear from its own, by its nature, and to
Sturdy.
huh?
Sturdy.
Steady.
Sturdy.
Huh?
You can stand up. It doesn't look at you.
Existing by its own power.
Yeah, to do this same. To do this from its own side. So yeah, one need to differentiate those two appearances. Nanzin linje te rangri jura gindu milam ginna tsunje yojang. Jendang matrebe negasu ko nanzo sabo myongshin. So the simultaneous born holding the eye or eye holding Nanzil Henji. Simultaneous born concept, holding the eye. In us mental holding, always, even in the dreams we have. But when we don't encounter conditions, the way the eye appear don't come very clearly. When we encounter, so praising and criticism. Even there's a praise and criticism. When you don't encounter a condition, then the way the eye appear, it doesn't come clear. When praise and criticism and so forth, great condition, happiness or suffering rises, receives, then the eye becomes clear. Then it becomes clear. For example, somebody blame you, you have stolen. You have stolen things. Then you think, no, I don't have to kiss.
It's not fault.
I don't have fault. I don't have fault, but I was, nagel. Accused, yeah. I was accused. Did like this. Then rises a strong anger. I then think I cannot bear this. Can't. Even other people try to stop, but you want to come out, So you want to come out, and then other people then that time, we got to Yolta, something, object to blame. Object to blame that you have stolen. I cannot tolerate this I that time. Then I cannot all tolerate. Then from the heart, from the very center of the heart, then comes I. To ling them dinner to kind of strongly like you blow the balloon, you blow the balloon, then like that. More you think other person harmed him. I didn't have any
Blame.
I don't have any fault. Yeah, without any fault. Then this becomes so strong. So then appears so vividly strong. Lean the dinner. Dinner means, like balloon as a, strong.
Solidly.
Yeah, dinner, yeah. Appearing. That's the Gakcha Chantideva. That's the way of appearing Gakcha, object reputation. So when the conditions didn't happen, when there's no bad, good, something big. So the biggest thing is when somebody requests you, something like that, you see, you don't have the case, you don't have the, what?
Fault.
You don't have the fault. And somebody, so then it just becomes, when you take that serious, then you say, I become very strong, because become so vivid, I mean, ling, solid, yeah. That is happening, so that is so making very clear, the way of appearing the Gakcha, the object to be reputed, the I, the non-existent I, the false I. Tatar Gajita, the Duki Jenka, Longajiva Shiki, Mantin shooting Jet Juni, Jet Sam to go not to Taku. So maybe, okay, we stop there. The Gakcha, where after the Gakcha, very strong Gakcha appears. Then we stop there. So we go to sleep with that. We go to sleep with that. With that real eye sleeping. With that real eye sleeping. Which is not there. Very funny. What do you think?
Then I appears in the dream.
Yeah, that's right. You're right. Gakcha again appear in the dream. Very, very strong in the dream. If somebody blame you, or somebody give you a present, somebody give you a jacket, very cold, so give a jacket. And I become very oh, somebody give me ice cream. Okay, we start. Okay, so then we'll be continuously living the life with that. That's the one who does everything. get upset and get Happy in the real life. Okay. Is there anyone that I have responded?
Yes, Rinpoche.
Which one?
This, the pink rabbit.
This one?
Pink rabbit.
Where? This one?
This
This?
this one.
I didn't read. I get angry, but I try to practice patience. I get angry, but I try to practice patience. Ha 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 ha. Then this one?
No, it's all one.
Huh?
It's all
I think the dog is
This one?
new. Yeah,
This one?
yeah, I think that's new.
This one? Ah,
Okay, then this that.
this one. I am the most beautiful cat in the world, but people don't love me. So I practice compassion for them. I practice compassion. They don't love me, so I practice compassion for them. Do you like the response? Ha 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 ha. Okay. Ya did all the master best of it, I married chocolate rabbit, I married chocolate rabbit, na, I married chocolate number sentence, bing, then I married chocolate rabbit number Buddha. The Bodhicharyavatara generated with the mind, all the sentence bangs. Every single sentence bangs. And so during that time you pray also, you see, to be able to practice Bodhicharyavatara and into enlightenment achieved. Yeah? And then you see, and until die, special today, so that. Then you see, particular, the most important thing, during the death, intermediate stage, rebirth is to remember Bodhicharyavatara. So that's very important to remember Bodhicharyavatara that time. Okay. Chancho Sancho Rinpoche Maji Pana Jeju Jeba Nyamba Meba Yi Kone Kondo Ba Sho Tene Kaina emptiness. Konde ranxie dun zam me ba tang jun zhe den de lua me ba ni pen zang ga me zhou zi chao yi lu zhe gong den da ba jin ji lo. Okay. Then we need to pray for all the people who are sick, all the problems in the world, who have virus, and to come to get sick virus, all that. Yeah. Semje ne pa chini pa nyu tu ne le ta ju. Dove ne na ma ju pa ta tu jun wa ma pa. So ai semje ne pa chini pa nyu tu ne le ta ju chi dove ne na ma ju pa ta tu jun wa ma pa so. Semdan pa chinya nhớ gió nè là to gió gió đời nè nó mơ to to gió mẹ bà số ai đến đó rồi died the human being and then died by virus like America 2,000 people 3,000 people one day they die unbelievable. No, so that. Oh, the matter never be reborn in the realm. Jujupa, 3 times married to glad to buy me, 3 times married to glad to number listen to me, number dollars. Catware, Security. Oh. No, so may they never be reborn in the lower realm. May they be born in pure land where they become enlightened. And may they receive perfect human rebirth. May they meet the Holy Dharma. May they meet the virtuous friend. And please the most, the Holy Mind, the virtuous friend. May they achieve enlightenment as quick as possible. Oi Tera Gunda Jawa Sangha Tejo Shinye Ngusu Tebe De Jave Ngabe Asa Tenye La Geje Tanya Manjo Duai. 가르쳐래. 내가 가르쳐래. Married God, huh? Married God, all the sentient, every sentient being, there are numberless, every sentient being, every mosquito, every ant, every, every tiniest bit of the animals or creatures, then like mountain largest, whether have all every sentient being. I cherish them because more precious than numberless which granted do. And I benefit them. So. Success they're working for them. They're more than which can do. And then accomplish most that which can trees. Whatever suffering that sentiment may receive, whatever happiness may be happened to us, all that sentiment. Minted with this. Did all the past best and better married to glad. 3 times married to glad numberless sentences and 3 times married to glad numberless Buddhas. That which exists merely. And I would achieve the Buddhahood which exists in merely. Tibetan Buddhas which exist in merely. Lead to an enlarged Buddhahood which exists in merely. By myself alone who exists in the merely. Chairman Bavich, the Chimbata Kundu Sambo, the young, this is the Kunji Chitandal, Kawati Tatan Jeratungo, to the Chepe Jawatan Jejungo, Kanla, to the Nawata Dagaveta, Sambo Jeratungo, you. Jide Kamandere Pende Mareba Kalejun Stime